So it says live, so I must be live then, right? Good morning from beautiful, sunny, friendly Nayarit, Mexico. Okay, minus the sunny. It's not sunny right now, okay? But other than that, all of that is true. Okay, so now, thank you so much for coming to my channel, watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And you know what? Really, it isn't really all that much about how much I appreciate it, but more about what can this help you? Whether you are in TBC or whether you are watching this and you're not in TBC, but you're wondering what is TBC really all about, well, then in either case, I want to make it a point of, giving you something to take home from this video. All right, so let's go for it. Ways of building communities of health and prosperity. Right. You know, health and prosperity both have been taken out of communities worldwide. We could add peace and a lot more actually to that list that has all been siphoned out from communities everywhere. And so prosperity, the way prosperity is defined on the political scale is by industry, is by a politician saying, okay, so how many jobs have we created? How many people do we have now that are able to go to work every day in order to pay their bills? Guys, that is not prosperity. That's not prosperity. That is that's more of well, let's face it, it is better. It is better than nothing. Yes, it is better than nothing, but that's not prosperity. Prosperity is when people don't look to the government for anything. Not for jobs, not for handouts, not for anything. Prosperity is when you, as a local community, work together and you balance off all the angles of producing the crops as farmers, producing, and providing the food in stores as it were, providing local furniture, simply producers of local furniture, local fabricating shops to fix local equipment, local building stuff, locally self-sufficient communities that don't depend on whether that load gets delivered in the store tomorrow, or don't depend on whether you know, whether the big powers that shouldn't be are sitting in the shadows, whether they're going to push the grain price up or lower it even more. You don't care about that. It doesn't affect you, and it doesn't matter what they do out there. You are a local community looking out for each other, helping each other prosper. And you get together locally when there's a road that needs to be fixed. Forget about what the government says. Forget about all that. You get together and you say, okay, that road needs fixing. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. All of this stuff, local prosperity. Local prosperity, where the family farm means something again. Okay, that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. Now, let me just share the screen for a bit, and I want to show you where there is a starting point where you can at least begin. And we're going to talk a little bit about the details as we go. All right, so let's share that screen and see what we can do. Let's make this the best broadcast. All right, so here we are. I'm sharing the screen. I'm hoping that you can see it. And I'm logged into my Kringle.cash back office. Notice that first line here on the, it says dashboard, but right under that you see a line there. It says total membership, 3,300,000 or 300,542. Okay, so that's up a couple of hundred since last night. Now, a year ago, this number here would jump by like 5,000 or something like that. No. Not 5,000, but I'm not sure, 500 to 1,000, or I forget now. I forget now what the number was. It was really jumping, and maybe somebody, some of you that are watching this video, you probably know Stephen Coffey would likely be very easy, be able to say, John, come on here, that was, you know, whatever number was. But anyway, I don't remember those specifics, but I do know that that we were growing by leaps and bounds a year ago, and now we are working our ass off to try to see if we can somehow at least get it to half that again, and hopefully scale it up from there. But nonetheless, be that as it may, I want to show you something here. Admin has just now giving us a very good incentive to make it very easy, or well, hopefully easy for new members. If we do our job properly, hopefully new members will catch on very easily and follow these steps. Now, the steps are very simple, actually. It's you bring in, when, like, let's say you're a new member and you sign up and you're all fired up about this, because this, after all, is the one coin, one remedy, if you will, for ending global poverty. Never, ever has anybody ever made something before to end global poverty. This has never been done before. So if that doesn't excite you, then maybe go in a room where you're alone if you don't want anybody to see you. And be careful you don't hit the ceiling, and jump as high as you can, at least 10 times up and down, to get excited about this fact that we can end global poverty. Because this coin is created for that. Okay, so now then we have a global. You know, admin is displaying their passion for helping humanity in making this thing grow by showing us how easily we can help more people. And that is when a new member, now let's say you are a new member coming in, and you're just coming out of the room where you've been, you know, maybe you did hit the ceiling a couple of times a little bit. I'm hoping that you didn't hurt yourself. But you're so excited about this that you can bring in 2 people within 24 hours and get 10 million cookies, which is 1/10 of a coin. 1/10 of a coin, folks, is pretty darn significant. It is pretty significant, because that would be almost $1 million worth right there, just for bringing in 2 members that each pay their $10. The lifetime wallet fee, $10 wallet fee. Okay. Now, that's in the first 24 hours. But now, if you're all fired up and you say, "Hey guys, you know what? I can bring in 2 people, and I can 2 people who each will pay their $10 fee." This is 6 people. It's not all dependent upon one person. It doesn't mean one person couldn't easily do it, but it isn't dependent upon just one person. Let's say you come in as a new member, and you are all fired up about this, and you introduce 2 people who also paid their measly $10 lifetime wallet fee. And you show them how powerful this is, how they can each get 10 million cookies. And we'll go on a little further with that as we explain a little bit more what that does. Okay, but as I said, that is 1/10 of a coin. Now here in this 24, if you have helped 2 people, I didn't say if you have done it for them. I said if you have helped them. I don't believe it's required that you do the work for them, but I'll leave that to your discretion. So let's say 2 of your new referral got 2 people in as well. He was all excited about it. They did their jumping of excitement and stuff, and they each brought 2 people in, and you end up, just for helping them see the light and see what TBC really is, you therefore get 100 million cookies on top, or sorry, yes, 100 million cookies on top of the 10 million cookies. Now, having done this, having made this achievement within 48 hours, you get 1 1/10 of a TBC coin. How much money worth of coin have you made in this 48 hours? Well, 1 coin is over $8 million worth. Count yourself having made more money than you ever have before in 48 hours. Okay, so now I've shown you this simple strategy that admin has, the bonuses that they're giving us. This is a temporary promotion, okay? This is a temporary promotion. So let's make use of it right now. Now we have, here we have the decision. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You see, if you buy $100 worth of coin, that is either worth $1 million to you or $1 billion. You decide. What's the difference? The difference is that you do a broadcast. That you broadcast. That's the difference. You can hook up with your referral, not referral, referrer, your upline, your sponsor. You can hook up with them and say, look, maybe if your sponsor is, really digging in the heels and making this thing go, he'll contact you perhaps and say, look, would you like to do a video where I'm simply going to ask you a few questions. Why did you join TBC? What was it that motivated you to join TBC and to the TBC community, I should say? Because you don't join TBC. TBC is a coin. It's money. You don't ever join money. But the community, the TBC community. The TBC community is simply the community of TBC users, because TBC is a private coin. It's a private coin. It's not public. Okay. So, what do you mean by private? Okay, what that means is you don't go to coin exchanges and look for TBC in there. It's not there. It will never be there. If we keep our sanity, then it will never be there, because it doesn't belong there. It's because we're a private coin. We are a coin. TBC is a coin that was made to end global poverty. And maybe as you, once you're on for a little bit longer in the community, and with, as you listen in on our broadcast and hopefully come on board with us even now and then, to either ask questions or to give us your understanding, or not understanding necessarily, but your, or should I say, of what motivates you about it and what you see in it as we approach our, our purpose and our goal. That would, that will really help the onlookers to make up their mind easier. Okay, so if you're thinking about TBC as being an MLM program or anything like that, forget about all that. TBC is not a program. It isn't a program of any kind. It is money. TBC is no more a program than what a US dollar is a program, or a Mexican peso, or a Canadian, doesn't matter. TBC is no more a program than what the money in your pocket is a program. So when you join the TBC community, you join the community of people. Now, contrary to the money you have in your pocket, where you, which has been borrowed into existence, and you as being one of the citizens of the country are liable to help pay it back with interest, TBC is different. Instead of that, instead of it being debt, the country's debt that you carry in your pocket, you instead, and your TBC wallet, you carry the assets of the people. Because every person that comes on board that joins the membership, the private membership of TBC members, okay, the TBC member community, each person adds $1 grain of gold to every coin. Does it make sense to you? The TBC coins, all of them, all of the TBC coins, 1 billion of them, each go up by 1 grain of gold each time one member joins the TBC community. And it is the value that TBC holds is not that it's backed by gold, it's backed by its members, backed by each member, each community member brings to the table the worth of 1 grain of gold to each coin. All right, so I hopefully I have explained that clear enough. Now, as we scroll down here in this same office, the back office, so your Kringle.cash back office, this is what you will see when you sign up for your free gift. I don't like saying free gift, and yet a gift is free, isn't it? But for your gift, and the reason I don't say free or like to say free is because it's worth way too much for it to ever be free. So, and besides, as soon as you hear the word free, and you think, oh, well, okay, that's a free gift, and it's not going to cost me a dime or nothing, and then you come in and you realize, oh, shit, I have to pay $10. Oh, I thought it was free. The gift is worth more than 2,000 American dollars. And if you can't part with $10 from your hard-earned money, just $10 from your hard-earned money to pay for a lifetime of transaction fees, which your bank likely charges you $10 every month for, and then if you go over any amount of transactions, they likely tack another $10 on top of it, and which at the end of the month, you get your statement and you look at the statement and you look at the charges that the bank charges you, and you say, when the hell are the banks gonna straighten up and stop being so stupid? Well, listen up. TBC is just a one-time fee that takes care of all of your transactions. And if you must know, what does that $10 go for? It pays for programmers. It pays for people to keep the system up. It pays for all of these things, a one-time $10. Now, let's just do a little side note here. I have been involved in many programs on the internet, whether they were MLM or whatever they were. It doesn't really matter at this point. But programs, usually if there is a membership to be paid for, you know, to keep up and to give you the tools and all of that stuff, you're usually looking at more like $30 a month to $50 a month, and if you really want the juicy tools, it's most likely $100 a month. TBC has been giving us tools. They have been giving us awesome promotions. They've been giving us everything that we need, except for our own energy that we have to generate in order to get something done in our own lives. Other than that, they have been handing it all to us and are only asking $10 one-time fee so that there will never be transaction fees. Can you afford $10? Okay, so once you have your gift of Kringles and you log in and you have your profile filled out, which actually let me just go there. Let me just go to that page a little bit right now. Oh, I've been logged in a little too long, so we'll go back. All right, here we are. So your profile and then complete profile. This is the first, after you join, this is the next step. This here really is the next step that you got to do. And you can't have empty fields in here. You can't have empty fields in here. So this has to be I just noticed my phone number isn't even up to date here. Okay, so I have updated that, and it's not up to date here either. 1536. I did put it in. Okay, so I actually didn't even have that up to date. But no fields can be left empty when you do this step. Okay, so you've got to go through, and everything matters. Okay, and if anything, just like here, that's what you put in whenever there is something that doesn't apply to you. Then you put NA. Okay, but you got to have a second email address with a different provider than the one on your account. You got to put a second one in as a backup in case your primary one should for some reason happen to not be available to you anymore or something. I don't know what can happen, but this here, you at least have a backup so that you can be helped. All right, so and that's really that simple. There are some questions here, that's security questions, so that, you know, that if you ever would have to recover your account, that can be done. All right, so anyhow, actually, now I'm going to have to update mine because I've showed it. Well, that kind of sucks. But anyway, that I didn't think of that, so now I'm going to have to do that. All right, so back to the dashboard. I wonder if I can edit the video and erase that part of that or cover it. All right, so when we're in the dashboard here and you've done your first step, and if you still haven't done so, watch this presentation. It is a, you know, it's an eye-opener. It tells you why TBC was made and what it was all about. Now, TBC began, it was launched in March of 2016, and the price began at 1/10 of 1 penny. Pretty small considering where the price is today. Okay, so your gift is $2,000, and here are the here's basically the offer of what you can do. You know, how you can begin, what you can begin to do with TBC. Very simple. You know, cookie reward system allows you to both receive and share the gift. And the ever-expanding list of merchants accept this digital money worldwide. We are on a mission to end global poverty, starting with this gift. Instead of paying transaction fees forever. There is a one-time lifetime wallet fee of $10. Get paid daily in any currency to assist us in our worldwide distribution. What does that line mean? It means that you can create cash flow in any country where you are. You can create cash flow by sharing TBC and showing the people you share it with how this system works, which you can learn from us who are in TBC, us members. And if the person who refers you does not help you, does not do anything, feel free to go on YouTube and look for broadcasters. Look for TBC broadcasters, and you watch some of our videos, whether it's mine, whether it's anybody that you resonate with, and contact that person and we will help you, okay? It's very simple, really. Okay, so, and here you can take a bit of time and see what the difference is when you are a basic TBC community member, or whether you are a broadcaster member. It's just a little, gives you what the difference is in cookie rewards. And I think if you understand TBC at all, if you're going to put enough energy into this so that you understand what's going on and what the cookie rewards do, then you will very likely, if you are camera shy or whatever it is that holds you, that little prince that is telling you, that's inside of you telling you, oh, I'm too shy to do videos. Oh, I wouldn't never know what to say, or any of those excuses. It doesn't matter which one resonates with you. All of those excuses will vanish if you really understand what TBC is all about and what you can do. And it's not really just about how much money you get, is it? You see, when I first got into TBC, of course, I wanted to buy some TBC, but I just wanted to have some, quite a bit of coin. At the time, I knew nothing about cookie rewards. If it had existed, then I didn't know about it, but I just knew that I want some more coin, and I bought, I spent like $1,000 to buy some coin, buy some TBC coin, because I wanted coin. Well, after I did, was 2 months later, TBC announced their cookie rewards program, and that it was retro right from the first buyers. It was retro all the way back. Well, this included me. Now I was getting cookie rewards for the coin that I had purchased. Whoa, whoa. This was so much money. It took me a bit to think it through in my mind. What will I do with that much money? And as I did, all of a sudden it became clear to me. Look at what you can do for humanity and the world, having that much money. Look at how many people you can help. And that's when I started getting excited about it. Okay? So here there's a comparison chart here. I would say take your time, go through it, and see this comparison chart. Make your conclusions. All right? Then, of course, we're talking about the cash centers here, which I am not quite sure if they have been helping very much at this point, but maybe it's something that people need to catch on more about. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, it is the attempt for us to to make it easy for new members to not have to worry about cryptocurrency to pay for the $10 wallet fee. That's what it's about. All right, and of course, if you are watching this video, I am John Harder, and my links are under this video. You do not need to worry about that $10 fee and the fact that has to be paid with cryptocurrency. All you've got to do is contact me, and I will be happy to help you. So don't be thinking that, oh, well, that's going to be complicated. No, it's extremely easy. Just contact John Harder. All right. Okay, so, and then here, of course, we have a chart. This here is a chart that really, you know, this is very, very significant. The chart that we want to find ourselves on is the red one. This red one here. You know, the number being you, and then if you bring in 10, they each bring in 10, each 10, each 10, each 10. It's only in 10 steps till we get to $1 billion. That's, you know, but it doesn't quite work out that way, because I have now referred 400 people, and so far, we're at 3 million. So I would say that if each of my 400 had done 10, you know, we would have probably enough population already in TBC to cover 3 globes. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, this is the basic program in a nutshell. It's not a program, but it's basically how the system works. And of course, when you join under in my link, you can also create an account at johnharder.com. It's a free account. I use it a lot to help people with migrating, and now also to help people with cash flowing. And all it is that all the tools are very easy and very accessible. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me actually go and see and get out of the screen share and see if we have people on board. Thank you very much, Susan Harder, for joining me this morning, and thank you, Marjorie, for moderating. And there are 4 viewers, which means that it could be that Pete is also listening in, or Jacob, and which actually I would like to talk to both of them about a proposition. All right, thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, or whatever it is for you, and peace.